Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Games Room. Thanks for pressing play once again. For those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Pixel Paul, and for those of you who are returning, thank you once again for coming back for another gaming related video. So those of you who have been following the channel for a good few weeks now will know that in general, most weekends I will do what I call a gaming grabs video, where I show you a whole pile of games that I bought from the previous week, and have a good look through what I've bought and how much I paid for them. This week we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to flip that, and I'm actually going to show you a pile of games that I intend to sell on. So outgoings, if you like. I sort of hinted at this in the last video and mentioned that obviously with Christmas coming up, the sort of gaming budget fund would reduce a little bit, and I was thinking of having a little bit of a sort out of the games behind. I had a few games that I knew already that I wanted to move on. But to put it all in context, I don't actually sell that many games in general. Whenever I go out on these gaming hunts, to CEX, to game, to charity shops, the car boot sales, anytime I'm looking for games, I'm looking for games to play and to add into the collection in general. I'm not someone who goes out solely looking for games to flip and to sell. That's just, I've done that before. And at the moment, yeah, I'm just looking for games I can sell, that I can play and add into the collection. But every now and then, I will look to sort of sell one or two games, and I have done it in the past. And I've done it on a larger scale in the past. And I've done it in the last year or two, only with 3 or 4 games at a time, maybe. Whereas this time, I thought I'm going to put a pile together of games that these are games that are they're just games that I'm not really going to play again. Some of them are doubles, so games that I've bought and maybe like bought a special edition version of. So I've put the other sort of bog standard version to one side. Some of them are games I've just picked up really cheap or inherited from some place, and I've just I'm never going to play them. But there's a few there as well which I've tried to play, but they're just not really grabbing me, and they still have a little bit of value. So I've thought, well, I may as well make a bit of room and just move them on and see if I can build up a bit of a CEX fund to sort of see me through the next month or two. So yeah, there's about 20 games, just over 20 games, I think there, and most of them, certainly the ones I'm going to show you first, they'll definitely be going. But I do have 4, maybe 5, which I'm not 100% sure on. So I might need you guys to lend me your thoughts, and get your thoughts in the comments, and let me know. Do you think I should be selling these, or do you think I should keep hold of them? So let's go through the games anyway. So like I say, the first lot are pretty much banked to go. There might be one or two surprises. A couple of them you may sort of think, oh, you shouldn't get rid of that. Definitely not. So if that's the case, let me know in the comments. So yeah, we'll go through these. So the first one is Deathloop on PlayStation 5. Currently, that gets you £5 on a CEX voucher. I only bought this for £2.99 in game. They mispriced it, so there would be a little bit of profit to be made on that. But I just couldn't get on with this game. It's good, but it just wasn't for me. So yeah, Deathloop. Sorry, Deathpool. That's a completely different franchise. Deathloop is on its way out. Like I say, some of this is sort of shovelware as well. So I've got Despicable Me on the Nintendo Wii. Actually, you get £1.20 for this at the moment, and I got that for free. So, just looking at it now and looking at the cover, I'm kind of sort of thinking, I won't mind keeping that. I'm never going to play it though, but it just looks cool. But it's probably a terrible. Well, it is a terrible game, but no, £1.20 is definitely going. So that's going in the pile. Next up is Ember on the PlayStation 4. This was a pretty budget game. I think I paid about £3 for this, and you get £1.60 back for it. So it was all right. It's a sort of cartoony firefighter game, but yeah, it didn't grab me, and it's not one I think is going to be particularly rare in the future or anything like that. So that's going. Fable 3 on the Xbox 360. This was a double. You get 80p for it, which is the absolute minimum I think I would take a game in for. any less than that. And I think, you know, if it's just taking up room, it's in the collection, I don't want it anymore, it'll just go to a charity shop. So you still get ATP for that. But that, yeah, I've got that twice, so that's a duplicate. Some more Wii shovelware. Again, you get ATP for this, and it is family party outdoor fun. Almost the very sort of epitome of Wii shovelware. I'm sure it's reasonable fun, but yeah, ATP, that's going. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories on the PSP. I actually picked up this as a duplicate copy a couple of weeks ago. I think I featured it on one of my videos. I bought it for £1 in a charity shop, and you actually get £2 for it, so doubling my money on that one. So that one's going. Metal Gear Survive on the PlayStation 4. I've got to admit, I never played it, never tried it. It was just sat on my shelf. I know people don't particularly like it, don't rate it, so I'm just going to cash that one in. £1.60 you get for that. A duplicate copy of Shadow of War Middle Earth. I actually picked up the special edition steelbook version of this, so I'm going to take that in. That goes for £1.60 as well. This one's a bit of a... I actually featured it on one of my videos a couple of weeks ago when I went to Game and they had a 50% off sale. And I bought this one, MXGP 2020. I paid 50p for this, and I have played it. I gave it a quick go. It wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. But I did give it a quick go. But yeah, I paid 50p for that for a PlayStation 5 game, and currently I will get £5 back for that. So, ka-ching. So yep, that's going. This was a duplicate pickup, Need for Speed Shift. I actually didn't realise I had it and just bought it again. So that's going back to CEX, get £1 for that. This is a PSP UMD, and it's The Nightmare Before Christmas. I actually got this with my PSP. They threw it in for free when I first bought that PSP. I've got it on DVD, it's on Disney Plus, so I don't need it on the PSP. £1.60 you get for that. Whether I wait a little bit, you know, as we get nearer to Christmas, will that go up in value? I'm not convinced that that's how it works for UMDs. You know, DVDs, it does tend to happen sometimes with Christmas-related films, but I'm not sure that's going to apply to a UMD, so I'm just going to take that as well, £1.60. This is the most expensive game that I'm taking, the one that I'm going to get the most value back for, and it is Splatoon 3 on the Switch. The gasp, I can hear a gasp. It was actually Pixel Jr. wanted this last year. He fancied it, so I bought it for us to play. I didn't. It's all right. I mean, I played the Wii U version. I actually think I prefer the Wii U game, but we rarely pick this one up. It still has a £25 value on the voucher for that, so but let's cash in on it. Let's get that in, and we'll use that £25 possibly to pick up another Switch game before Christmas. I wonder which that could be. So yeah, Splatoon 3. Another game that I picked up in the Game 50% off sale. It's Street Power Football. I paid just 25p for this one. I've not played it yet. I may give it a quick go before I take it. See what trophies I can quickly ping out of it, possibly. But yeah, 25p I bought that for. £1.20 you get back for that. So getting quids into that. Another duplicate. I got this in a bundle, so it's Thief on the Xbox 360. 80p you get for that, so not a huge amount. Good game that though, Thief. Another 80p game, TNA Impact, Xbox 360. Yeah, I've got it on PlayStation 3, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. I did notice actually that this version, I'm not sure what's on it, but it comes with some sort of bonus disc, and I don't think the PlayStation 3 version came with that, so I don't know, I might keep hold of that bonus disc. I don't think it mentions it anywhere on the box, so I might keep hold of that. But yeah, it's only 80p anyway, so that's going. This is another one from the 50% game sale, Werewolf the Apocalypse, Earthblood. I paid £1.50 for this, and you get £4 back for it on the vouchers, so that's not bad. I did play it, and I didn't think it was up to much. In fact, I thought it was a bit rubbish. Reviews have been all right for it, but I just, yeah, it wasn't doing it for me. I just thought it was a bit poor. I thought the controls were really wonky, and yeah, just didn't like it. So that's going. This was just a pickup from a charity shop once. I think maybe 50p, something like that. Nintendo DS Zoo Tycoon DS. You got £1.60 for that, so that's not bad trading. Yeah, Zoo Tycoon, not my thing really. Now, so I'm coming down to the last few, and these are the ones that I want a little bit of opinion from you guys. So, quick cup of tea, and the first one, and this may actually be the sort of more controversial one of the lot. I've tried to play this game. I've sunk some hours into this game actually. I know how highly regarded it is. I know how highly rated it is. I know how many people love this game. I just haven't been able to get into it at all. It is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You currently get £6 for this at the moment. I know it's a good game. It is a good game. I just haven't been able to get into it. I'm not a huge fan of open world games at the best of times. If I'm going to play an open world game, they will tend to be sort of more sci-fi based, I think. Yeah, the Witcher 3, I just haven't been able to get into it. I've tried a couple of times, started from scratch. I just can't get into it at all. So yeah, £6. I thought let's cash in on that now. Down the road, I may be able to pick it up again, possibly. I know there's a Switch version of it as well. It feels inevitable. There may even be like a PS5 version of it one day, maybe. But yeah, for me at the moment, I'm just not. I just didn't get it. Just didn't like it particularly. So yeah, I'm going to cash in on that. But if I'm wrong, if you think I should keep that, let me know in the comments. So these ones were the ones that I am sort of still deliberating over whether to cash in on or not. I think this one is a pretty safe bet that I will do because, again, I picked it up relatively cheap. I got this for £10. It goes for £6. So I've given it a reasonable go. Didn't finish it. Couldn't get through it, to be honest. I just started to get really bored. It's the Callisto Protocol. I always want to call it Prophecy, but it's the Callisto Protocol. Yeah, I paid £10 for that. You are currently getting £6 back for it, but the price and value of this is dropping all the time. So I'm thinking I'll cash in on it now, and you never know. This time next year I could probably pick it up for maybe £4 again and give it another go. But if you think I should persevere and give it a go, see it through to the end, let me know in the comments. I have tried, and to be honest, I thought the opening hour or two was okay, but I soon got pretty. I just found it to be a little bit repetitive. It's atmospheric. The graphics are great. There's, like I say, there's a good atmosphere to it. It's trying to be Dead Space. It's trying too hard to be Dead Space in patches, but yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I was really, really disappointed with this game. Actually, I really wanted to enjoy it. Really wanted to like it, but yeah, just again, I just wasn't feeling it, and stopped playing it, and I've just not gone back to it. So yeah, going to cash in on that one. But if you think I should persevere, let me know. Next up, I will go for this one. So again, I picked this one up as well as the first game last year when game were doing a 50% off sale, and I only paid £5 for this, which wasn't bad at all. I actually got this and the first game. I think the first game I paid £3. I think I paid £5 for this one. I have played through the first one, thought it was okay, quite liked it, but I've never felt a pull to go back to the second one, and it is Lost Judgment. Now, currently, Lost Judgment is going for £10. So considering I paid £5 for it, I could double my money on that one. And I am really tempted to take that one in. And I think I probably will. But again, if you think I should be hanging fire, do you think this is a game that's going to go up in value? I certainly don't think it's going to go up in value to anything astronomical that I can't afford, in the foreseeable future. But part of me is sort of thinking with these games, are these sort of games that are hard to find, which this probably isn't that hard to find, but are they hard to find now? Are they going to be harder to find in the future, and therefore the value is going to go through the roof? So that's kind of always in the back of my mind, because I've been burnt on that before in the past, with certainly with like NES games and Game Boy games. I think it's a little bit different with some of these games these days, but yeah, Lost Judgment. I did enjoy the first one, but I've just never really felt the pull to go and play this one. So while it's going for £10 at the moment, I thought, yeah, I'll keep the first one because I might replay the first one, but at the moment, I've not really felt the need to go into this one. So yeah, £10. Should I keep it or should it go? Let me know. And then next one, another game 50% off, and it is World War Z Aftermath. I'll be honest, I have not tried it yet, but at the moment this is going for £6, and it was actually up until a week or two ago was going for £8. I paid £2 for this, so again, either way I'll be quids in on it. I've not played it. It's not really my kind of game. I'm not sure I'd play it that much if I tried it. I may even try it this week, but I just can't see myself getting into it particularly. But yeah, £2 into £6. I think it's probably worth doing. But if you think I should keep it maybe or play it, let me know. Certainly when I posted this on my Instagram account, it got a huge amount of likes and a lot of comments. So maybe it's a lot more popular than I realised, but who knows. So yeah, World War Z. And then the last one, and this is the one that I'm struggling with, whether to keep or to trade in now. So again, this is another PS4 game that came from that game 50% off sale. Showed it in the video a few weeks back. It's based on an anime series, which I know nothing about. I have played it. I've put a few hours into it. It's a 3D beat 'em up. I quite enjoyed it, but I didn't get it. I don't know whether you have to be a fan of the show. It was all right, but I think I don't know if I've seen everything that I'm going to see from it. It's Kill La Kill If, and yeah, it's not a bad game or anything. It's just an okay game. It just seemed to get very samey. I just felt like I was in the end button bashing and button bashing and button bashing. I paid £4 for this, and it is now worth £10 trading for a voucher at CEX. So £4 into 10, and that's gone up recently because it was 6. So it's gone up. It's jumped up to £10. So that's part of the reason why I'm not sure whether to sell this or not. There's not many copies of this around. Up until finding it in game the other week, I'd never heard of it. I'd never seen it anywhere. When I posted it on Instagram, again, it got a lot of likes and it got a lot of comments about, oh, there's a game based on Kill la Kill. I'd never seen it before. So it's obviously quite, I don't want to say rare, but it's obviously very sort of under the radar. A lot of people weren't aware of it. And it's the type of game that I just sort of wonder in years to come if that, again, where its value is going to jump up a little bit. And I am a little bit torn as to whether to cash in now for £10 or whether to keep hold of it and see if the value of that one goes up. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think that one I should be keeping, or shall I trade in now? It's very hard to tell with PS4 games whether whether the values are going up, whether they're going to go down. So historically, you would say around this time, the previous gen's games start to decrease in value a little bit. A little bit different though with the PS4 games because they're still so compatible with the PS5. So whether that will affect the natural decrease in value of these games, I'm not sure. They are tending to go down a little bit now in game, which is the only place you can really buy PS4 games brand new other than online. So yeah, I'm a bit torn with that one. I am thinking I may keep hold of it, but again, let me know in the comments what you think. I'm asking for your advice. I want your advice on this. I want you to contribute my little community. I want you to tell me what you think. Should I be keeping that one? So that whole pile, cash value is £61.50. Voucher value is £93.60. So, I mean, for me, the best part of £100, you know me, I can make money stretch quite far when I'm not hunting for games. And same for when I'm in CEX. £100 in CEX for me, I could make that go quite far, and I could make that stretch into into either another big stack of games, or potentially find one or two slightly more higher value games. And I have got one or two games that I am trying to find out there in the wild, but they're just not that common. But they are slightly higher value, and we're not talking masses of money. We're talking 10 to 20 pound. One of them is about 50, although one of them did just drop to 45 pound this week actually, and that's the last story on the Nintendo Wii. So that has dropped in value, but £100 from that lot, I could buy the last story, which I would consider as a bit of a holy grail for myself at the moment, and get that ticked off the list and played finally, but still have £50 left to spend on a good week or two's game hunts. So yeah, that lot is going to go. It's not going to go till next week. I'm not going to take them till probably Sunday next week. So you've got a whole week to let me know your thoughts. If you think I should be keeping any of them, particularly that one, I think that's the one I want a little bit of advice on. Do you think I should keep that, or shall I just trade it in now, get the £10 for it, and forget about it? But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll let you know probably next week what I actually did with them. So thanks for that. Something a little bit different, a bit of a reverse gaming grabs, the gaming guns, if you like. But yeah, thanks for joining as always. If you've liked the video, I'm trying to do sort of 2 videos every week. So if you've liked this one, if you can drop a like on the video, and if you're not already subscribing, I would massively appreciate any new subscribers. You're all welcome. And yeah, the channel's going from strength to strength. So I will call it a night and leave you there. And all I say now is yeah, thank you for joining me again, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.